Everyone says this about Trump. They're like, oh, he's got no filter. He says what he means. He's got no filter. But what if he does have a filter? And this has been the shit he thinks is safe to say. How scary would that be? He's with all his advisors, and he's like, oh, Mexicans are rapists, and Puerto Ricans can see in the dark. And they're like, all right, we'll go with the first one. We can't have people thinking the president believes X-Men are real, so... He lies about fucking everything. He said Ted Cruz had 5 affairs. Ted Cruz! There's no way that guy fucks. He's not the guy who fucks. He's like the guy who dresses up as a painting and watches you fuck, you know? He's like, looks like if like Mrs. Doubtfire fucked a pelican. That's The one good thing about this election has been these town halls, because these Republicans have been going to these town halls, and all these people have been like screaming out, like, you're taking away our health care, and people are like cheering, like, yeah. But that shit is gonna flip right in the other direction once a Democrat gets in. It's gonna be like a Democratic senator or congressman, some guy raises his hand, he's wearing like a global warming is fake, but Bigfoot is real t-shirt. He's like, hey, Mr. Senator, I got a question for you. How come you put money in the National Endowment of the Arts, but you won't fund my statue of Dale Earnhardt riding the 10 Commandments to heaven? I'm putting it in front of both Dave and Buster's. It's a good question. Sir, we're gonna move on. How about you, sir? Jew, that's not a question. Why is you a Jew? You know, that's better. It's been a crazy time, man. Al Franken's out. He's out. I will say this about Al Franken, though. He was like, you know, he at least was a little apologetic. He's like, oh, if I grabbed a titty, I'm not sure, or a butt, or a vagina, I'm not sure. I'm opposing to Roy Moore, who was just like, fuck you, 14's legal. Woo! And he jumped on a horse and rode it to Election Day. I've never seen a more badass pedophile in my entire life. He was like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of pedophiles. I've been all over the country. You go to some places in this country, particularly in the South, some places in the Midwest, and you say the word Trump and they get silent. They're like, hey, that's my boy. That's my fucking boy. But you go to like D.C. or Madison or New York City or San Francisco and you're like Trump and everyone's like, ha ha ha, fuck him. Like, they don't even let you, like, oh, I don't even need to hear the joke. It's about how he's a piece of shit, right? Then it's hilarious. We liberals, though, we better be fucking careful because we don't want a civil war. We don't, because we're not going to win this shit. I've met some of the people on the other side and be like, I voted for Trump, and I got a Desert Eagle and an AR-15. What do you got? And we're like, a nuanced opinion on foreign relations? Cut to us being walked around in a leash. That's how that ends. I'm a dumb liberal, though. I know a lot of dumb conservatives. Like, if I met somebody and they're like, I don't believe in global warming, I'd be like, you're an idiot. And they'd be like, all right, explain it to me. And I'm like, well, shit. The CO2 level rise because of the gases that are released, and it causes the ice caps to melt and raise the seas, and then one of the seas hits New York City, and then it gets cold, and wolves are released, and the wolves chase Jake Gyllenhaal and the girl from Shameless through. That's just the plot of Day After Tomorrow, and I yell, feel the burn, and I throw a dream catcher, and I run away. Who here got a liberal arts degree? That's not something you should woo. That was a big mistake we all made. Like, they have a scared straight to keep people from going to prison. They should have one to keep kids from getting liberal arts degrees. Oh, you want to major in screenwriting? You want to major in screenwriting, motherfucker? I know all the lines to LA Confidential, and I just sucked a dick for a bagel, you know? I could never run for office, though. I really... You guys are like, oh, really? Yeah? Really? I couldn't. I have so much fucking baggage and I have so much past shit. Like my announcement and resignation would be in the same speech. Hi, my name is Dan St. Germain, and I'm running for Senator of Wisconsin. Mr. St. Germain, in 2015, did you hit on a girl at the 9/11 museum? I'm suspending my candidacy. I really hope you guys don't find out what I did at the Anne Frank house. It was... I motorboated someone there. You may not be able to find Anne Frank, but I can find these titties. I made it worse. I was like, don't do the Anne Frank joke, and then I did the Anne Frank joke, and then I made it a motorboat joke. People don't like Trump as a guy. People didn't like Hillary as a girl. Well, I mean, Hillary's never been a girl. At 8 years old, they're like, Hillary, what do you want for Christmas? She's like, a pantsuit and a purpose. Hillary's a bitch, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we needed a bitch as president. We didn't need your grandma passing out Werther's Originals, you know? Like, Hillary should have come into every speech with Puff Daddy's Do You Hate Me Now playing in the background. She's like, oh, you don't think I should be president? I spent 8 years watching my husband fuck interns that look like Waffle House waitresses. King Kong ain't got shit on me. And she spikes a Coors Light and kicks Kellyanne Conway in the pussy. That's how... Right in that Skeletor-looking pussy of hers.